Hi, in this video I'll show you how the different points of view, where the horizon line is, can affect the way you might feel about the character. So please watch, and I'll give you lots of tips as we go through the lesson. Thank you. Hi everyone, this video is about drawing three figures with different points of view, that is where the horizon is. So if you're a person who wants to be a manga artist or a graphic novel artist, you want to think about the point of view, where the horizon might be, and what kind of an effect does that have on the way the viewer or your reader, when you get your work published, what kind of effect would that have, knowing whether it's a middle horizon like this. So at the end I'm going to choose one of these and help the viewer, your viewers, identify with the character. In other words, they like the character, and what is it, what kind of an effect does it have? Why do they like that character? Let's do a really low position. Now this is often a very dynamic pose, and it's certainly suitable for certain characters in a graphic novel or any kind of comic. So it tends to be that we're looking up at her. It's let's say it's a windy day, and her skirt is flaring out. Okay, so the last one I'll do, this is her head here. So let's make the horizon right near where her eyes might be, and I want you to think about all of these poses and what sort of an effect do they have. Okay, so we look at this lady. She's standing on the top of the escalator going down, and maybe she's saying goodbye to somebody. So what makes us warm to a certain character? What is it about the character that makes you love that character? You can think of movies where this is over and over again. We've seen examples where you really fall for the character in some way. Okay, so she's turning around, and she's wearing a hoodie. So it's always, when you're writing a story or doing some kind of illustration where you're telling a story of some kind, you really want to be thinking about the point of view, where the horizon is, and what kind of an effect does that have on the figure. Okay, I'm going to start this one now. So I'll choose this one for now and try to explain to you what it is about this particular pose and this particular point of view. What effect does it have? What effect do they all have? Obviously, this one here would have a very amazing effect if you were drawing it. So we'll just talk about this figure now. Okay, so she's going down, and you can see that horizon is almost in line with her eyes, which is a really interesting point of view. And a lot of things going on in the bottom of the picture, but this is where the action is, and this is why we choose this particular pose for a certain reason. So some of the things we might look at in terms of drawing is, it's a pretty tight pose, nothing much going on, and yet all of the action, in this sense, all of the story is up here. Sort of a fairly ordinary looking pose, yet there's something about it, and it's definitely in her eyes. So as an artist, you want to try and think about, what is it? Why do I like her? You have to think about the psychological effect that would have. I worked this figure a little bit further. I didn't want to make the video too long, so I just did a bit of calculating, etc. And we can see that we've got part of the face drawn. I won't go into too much detail. And we've got the basic pose. So I'd like to just start to just refine it a little bit. It's not going to be a finished sketch, but it's about viewpoint. That's the main issue with this. And so let's work out some of the tonal arrangements so that it can give a bit of form to the figure. So when you're drawing this sort of thing, just if I can just show you here, try to look at things like take a vertical line and see where it intersects, or how far out from the face it is. And same with the skirt, take a vertical line. You want to find out where these things are, so they're a bit interesting. So use horizontal lines to make sure that that's in balance, but I'm not going to make too much detail out of that. But we want to look at start to look for the lights and darks in the figure. But my advice is, don't rush this stage of a drawing, and don't super finish it, because the main thing is to do these sort of things over and over, and that you practice that way. Well, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope this helped you. This video, if I can just recap very quickly, this is about the point of view, where we, the viewer, are looking at from. And in this case, was the middle point of the figure, and that's a fairly neutral point of view. It's a good point of view, but it's a bit neutral. This one is a very exaggerated low-angle so-called worm's eye view, not suitable for this sort of character. This is more for your heroic sort of character, but I'll be going into much more detail in following videos. And so the reason I chose this is because we're more or less the same height as her, and it's as though we're looking at her, we're looking at her eyes and her face, and we're identifying with her, and we're wondering about her because we can see that in many ways she's like us. So this is a very, very useful position to draw the figure in with the eye contact. So having the horizon fairly high, we get to know her, identify with her, we feel for her. If we have some drama that maybe is subsequent to this or is before this, we can see, we want to know what's going on with her. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to making more videos on this sort of storytelling theme as well. So please support my channel by subscribing, by liking, and especially by making a comment and letting me know what you think and what you'd like me to do. I will be very happy to respond, and I'll try to answer I will in fact answer every comment. So thank you very much, and goodbye for now. See you in the next video.